Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sandra Page Things. I was looking at my finance notebook, which says love grows here, very financial, and I realized I have not updated you on everything since July 28th of last year. And back when I was doing debt payoff videos and just like Finance Friday, I think it was, today's a Monday, I just really enjoyed keeping up with everything that way, and it just helps me stay intentional about how I manage finances. Now, I'm in a completely different season of life right now. Back then, I was working, I was babysitting a lot, I was doing online work, I was just trying to make money selling things on Poshmark and eBay and all that, and I was actually paying off debt. The only good thing about that is I own my car now. Other than that, I'm almost in a worse situation than I was then, and I just really need to keep track of it, even if it's discouraging and really frustrating week after week. I just need to know. I am an online student working on my master's in teaching elementary education. I have 2 practica I have to take this semester, which each of them is a 45-hour commitment. So that's going to be 90 in-school hours that I have to do this semester. So between now and the end of April, which is not a lot. It's totally doable. But I just need to be really focused on that as well as my schoolwork. And I am building my YouTube channel is primarily focused on my Booktube channel, which is right here if you want to look it up. I actually started Booktube on this channel years ago, but then I shifted everything over to that channel. So if you do want to check it out, go to the Sandra Pages. It's great. It's so much fun. I literally love doing it. My goal for that channel is to monetize this year, so that is my primary focus. Remember how I used to do this? And I would kind of show you all my financial updates. It is on cinematic, so you guys can't really read that, but just the format, do you guys remember this? I want to get back to this. Even though I'm not paying off debt right now, I want to be at that place again in the future, but I do really want to keep up with bills that I need to pay, as well as just what my finances are overall. And then if I do make any income, I can note it, and it just would make me feel a lot better. Even though pretty much everything that I have is student loan money, in many ways I am in a worse situation now than I was back then, but we're gonna work on getting out of that. So if you want to follow along with the journey, let's get into it. We're gonna make a spread for this week and we're gonna keep up with it at least bi-weekly. Okay, let's get into this. I may or may not talk a lot while I'm writing this, but I do want to try to explain as much as I can. So let's first of all start off with the bills that are recurring and the bills that are beginning of the year kind of things, like my car registration and inspection. Okay, so car registration is exactly $148.11, and then the car inspection is about $30 to $35, so I will say $35. And I have recurring charitable giving of $38 a month. Health insurance, this is where it's really frustrating, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about this. I am torn, because obviously insurance is important to have, but I find this amount absolutely immoral. But I'll just show you. My health insurance, let's go back. Right here you can see it used to be $254, and it was around this. I think last year it was $262, so somewhere in that range for the last few years. Since I turned 30, this is the new amount. $415.27 a month. We'll see. I've left it as is for now, and I should be fine. But if it comes down to needing to pay my bills and I can't do it with that, then it's gonna have to go. And I'll just have to wait until I have a teaching job that covers insurance. And that's just the way it's gonna be. So for car insurance, I'm pretty sure it used to be way lower than this. I don't understand. Yeah. 2020, my insurance was $163.32. And now, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. It's still parked in the same spot. I drive it less than I did then. And yet, this is how much it is per month. No accidents on my record whatsoever. It's just like ridiculous, but it's $262.97 a month. Might need to try to get that down, but I haven't been able to thus far, so we'll see. Then we have credit card 1, which is the one with a lower balance on it. I had to pay this month $156.38. So honestly, probably one of my lower expenses. For credit card number 2, this one's a little bit higher, a lot bit, but comparison, it's about, this one has about 2/3 of the balance that this one does. So this one I have to pay $307.62. It's painful. I'm very, very much considering going ahead and consolidating. The only reason that I haven't done that is because I don't want to do that and then still be putting my monthly expenses on these cards, which that is why these are so high, is because I put my insurance on them for the last 2 years. And so they've been getting bigger and bigger every month, and I don't want to prematurely consolidate them, if that makes sense. It's something I'm considering, but have not made a decision on. So let's move on next to current balances that I owe. For credit card number 1, now it is $8,999.56, which is higher than it was before I paid it all off. Credit card number 2, this one literally makes me sick, so I'm not even gonna say it out loud, but you guys can see what it is. So then we have my current student loan for the Master's in Teaching program that I'm working on. So this is going to go up, but it is nothing in comparison to my law school loan. So we have $14,363, which when I'm working, I'm going to be focusing on paying that off. This is my law school loan. That is about the same. Of course, interest has started accruing again. I want to say it was $2,000 so far this year. We love that for me, don't we? $174,782.26. So that's the situation. One day all of that will be zero, but right now this is where I am. So let's talk about income. First of all, you guys know, like I said earlier, my student loan, that should come in probably the beginning of April, because it's just the way that they disperse it. If they want to make sure that you are taking the amount of credit hours that are required to get student loans before they will disperse it. So I have 3 credit hours this term. Technically, I'm taking 3 classes, but I only have 3 credit hours. Then next term, I'll be taking 3 classes and I'll have 3 more, which will in total be the 6 that you need to get a disbursement. But that is to come in April. We can make it till then. Actually, I was talking earlier about how I didn't have any income, which is not true. I actually do have a little bit that I've gotten in the last few months, and we have inbox dollars. This was months ago, and I just never put it into my account, but I just got $30, so that's not nothing. And we have PayPal, which essentially usually just means my teachers pay teachers, but I also do Pango books, so if anybody buys a book, I'll get paid with that too, and I don't know if that goes to PayPal because I've actually just started it. Fun fact, here are my books that I'm selling right here. If you're interested, I can leave the link in the description, but I don't know if that would go to PayPal, but for right now, my PayPal is just my Teachers Pay Teachers, which I have not created a product in well over a year, so it's just residual payments, a very small amount, but still I got something sold today, so I have a little bit more money coming to me. But PayPal was, oh, I never, you know what, I looked at it and I never asked that it be sent to my bank. Anyway, I need to go back and do that. It was literally just $7, but like, hey, that's still $7 that I made. So, and I didn't have to do anything in the last 2 years. So anyway, that is the situation. So, like I said, I'm working really hard on, obviously I have school and I have to be focused on that because that is the goal, to have an enjoyable, healthy, just sustainable, maybe not lucrative, but sustainable and not suffocating career. But I also want to build a Booktube channel. I actually have 6 other channels aside from this one, including that Booktube channel. My goal is to start posting regularly on each of those, even if they're just short update videos once a week. I want to do that because I am focused on monetizing the Booktube channel, but it would be amazing if I could get these other channels up and running. Right now, I'm just kind of in the place where anything that I make goes towards my expenses. I'm not paying off debt right now, and I'm also not really saving. My saving is just that I'm not spending it on paying off debt. So that's the situation. I hope you all enjoyed this little update. I hope it all made sense, and this will help keep me on track and know what's going on with my finances month to month, week to week, however often I do these. That is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. Please comment below where you are in your finance journey. Are you paying off debt? Are you trying to just make it week to week? What's going on with your situation? Have you paid off debt? Let me know if you want to. You don't have to, obviously. I know finances are a very personal thing and it's all our own decision, but this helps me so much to be able to talk it through and have a record of it. All right, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I will be making these kinds of videos, and I also may go back and do a little bit of like bar prep advice. I'm obviously not going to be talking about the content anymore of the bar exam because it's been so long. It's been 4 years, and that's not fair to people who are taking the exam now for me to be sharing information that's old. But I can share like tips for how I mentally prepared, and then just some encouragement if you would like to see that. I'm figuring it out. I have to get back into this. So thank you for being patient with me, and thank you for being here, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye.